this week's chapter of One Piece, we find out that Sanji is from a family of assassins, which makes perfect sense because he's been trying to assassinate that pussy since day one. I can't believe I said that on camera. So besides the big revelation at the end, Corey, I found this chapter to be semi-boring. I'm over the Mink tribe in a little bit. I want them to keep moving. So where are they going to go? Are they going to go get Sanji? Are they going to just help these people some more? Is there more backstory that needs to be divulged? I'm saying no at this point. I want them to decide what they're going to do, which they were doing. You had Zoro breaking down the current situation, saying, by the way, we've pissed off two of the most powerful groups of people in the New World. We're kind of screwed now, and we're going to just storm in the door on Big Mom and take back one of our people, which is kind of like Sanji's okay with going in a lot of ways. So it's sort of a weird place. And then you got Kaido, which is definitely coming to stomp on their heads. And his second in command is one of the strongest guys I've ever heard of. So.
Yeah, pretty much everything that's going on in this chapter is that the Straw Hat Pirates are having a big dialogue about what they're going to do with Sanji, and a lot of the suggestions are falling on deaf ears. Obviously, Zoro feels that they've just put themselves in way too much danger. They should just let Sanji do his thing, but this is Luffy we're talking about, the leader of the Straw Hat Pirates. He's not going to allow one of his favorite crew members, especially the one that prepares food for him, to just disappear. There's no way he's going to let that happen. So, of course, they're eventually going to storm in on Big Mom and maybe the other pirates, and it looks like they're also going to get some help from Pecoms, which is really awesome, which makes sense. Pecoms is going to be able to bring them directly to Big Mom's hideout. But really, that's all that happened in this chapter, is they were discussing what they're going to do about Sanji, and it all ended with the revelation that the Vinsmoke family is a family of assassins. I immediately thought of the Zoldyck family from Hunter x Hunter. I don't think Sanji's family will be as badass, but we're just going to have to wait and see.
No one dies in One Piece. What's the point of an assassin family?
Unless it serves like a story purpose, that's really the only way that someone is going to die. Like, Ace or freaking Gold Roger or Nami's mom or something like that.
I don't see the point. I don't see, first of all, I don't see one of the Straw Hats dying because they got poisoned or something. It'd be boring. But in general, interesting revelation. Sanji's family is not a celestial dragon, though. That's kind of something we can kind of mark off.
We still don't know quite yet, although it would be weird to know that there's a celestial dragon family that were assassins, but that's why they wouldn't want to get their hands dirty.
The celestial dragons are kind of like the CEOs of the world. They don't do everything. They just have everyone else do it for them.
Yeah, someone else wipes their own ass. They're not going to do this type of thing. Now, the Vinsmoke family, the thing that really bothers me about this is because they've been doing this for the last couple chapters, is you'll have a Straw Hat member who's like, the Vinsmoke family, I've heard of them before. Brooke did it in the last chapter, Nico Robin did it in this chapter, and if anybody on the Straw Hat crew was going to know who the Vinsmoke family was, it was going to be Nico Robin. And for Nico Robin to be completely stumped makes me believe that the Vinsmoke family is probably well known, probably only in name only. Since they're such amazing assassins, maybe they do their job so well that no one's actually ever seen them.
Yeah, it's interesting. Also, the One Piece world is just so deep and so wide, with all the different, the 4 different oceans and stuff like that, and now the new world that they're in. There's room for more characters. That's the amazing thing about this series. So I'm excited to see where this goes. But at the same time, like I said, I don't feel like all that much happened in this chapter. So
Not that much happened in this chapter, and yet it was still an entertaining read, mostly for the humor this week. There were a lot of ridiculous things going on this week. Brooke having his ridiculous song about Nekomamushi. Nekomamushi just acting like a normal cat, where he's jumping towards catnip, or he's playing with the foxtail, or getting his tummy rubbed by everyone. It's weird how you can have such a terrifying creature like that turn into basically such a, pussy. Aside from the revelation that Sanji's family is assassins, I think my favorite thing about this chapter was just the moment where Chopper found a Mink tribe member who was also half deer. Which, of course, this is the first time we've seen Chopper, fall in love before. I just thought that was really funny and very appropriate. It literally looks like what would happen if Nami were cosplaying as a furry deer.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I also thought that the Night Guardian of the Mink tribe was very interesting.
Yes, Pedro!
Yeah, he's just more interesting than the dogs in a little bit of a way. I find that the cats have more character. And also the internet loves cats, so I think that's... I've been programmed to like cats because I've spent too much time on the internet, so It's interesting. Overall, though, I give this one like a 3 out of 5 for me because I feel like I already know the Mink tribe, and spending more time with them at this point is just sort of taking away from them solving the Sanji mystery.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we're not getting away from the Mink tribe. With Big Mom's helper coming with them, they're going to have a Mink tribe member with them the whole time. At least for probably the rest of this arc. What do you think? That's probable.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's also the small possibility we'll continue to get a new crew member. I like the fact that even Luffy brought that up, like, oh, Sanji's just going to return with like a brand new crew member for us. That's going to be awesome. I definitely don't think that's going to happen. I still always feel that Sanji is going to be sort of like the swinging bachelor on the crew, basically Brock from Pokemon, just completely unsuccessful in love. That's kind of the joke of that character. But I do agree this week's chapter was okay. I give it a 3 out of 5 as well. I love the interaction between the Straw Hat Pirates, them having an open dialogue about Sanji and what to do about it. But really nothing all that crazy this week aside from the big revelation at the very end, which is going to get a lot of people talking and really excited for the upcoming chapters of One Piece.
So what's your rating? Did you give one?
Yes.
What was it?
3 out of 5.
Oh, okay. 3 out of 5, guys. So, yeah, I guess we agree. 3 out of 5 on this one. Great chapter of One Piece, but at the same time, I'm dying for the story to keep moving. So, stay tuned for next week. Thank you guys so much for watching our videos. Make sure to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, we have a PayPal donation link down in the description you can check out. And if you buy anything on Amazon, use our link. You don't have to pay anything extra, but it helps our channel out. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, Super Comic Guru 9000 is out! In this week's chapter of Naruto... that's wrong.
That's going in the bloopers, bitch!
Okay.